Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of the Cordial Podcast. And for sure, I think I'm dropping that long, that previously long introduction to my episodes. And it's because I just realized it was really long to a point where it might probably bore somebody who wants to just get into the episode. And I thought, you know what, let me take a break from that and edit it out and maybe just go back to the raw introductions, because I'm also trying to master that art of introducing an episode. I also struggle a lot with how to introduce people, but this is an art, so we learn by practice. All right? Yeah, sure. Yani, how has your week been? Last episode was short. I know it was short, and I'm still thinking, why not do another short episode? Because wadau, wiki imekuwa busy to a point where I have some friends who are asking me, bro, do this content, and I'm like, wadau. I really want to do all those content, but time. But we have to make time for this, because this is a project I really was looking forward to, and we are still here. And ladies and gentlemen, please clap your hands, because we are on episode 24, and that means sijui nitasema aje, that means we are literally 6 months in. This is to commemorate 6 months in, and ladies and gentlemen, it is only another 24 episodes, then we can say we finally have an anniversary. Manze, hata sijai kuwa na anniversary ya talking stage ama ya relationship, but hiyo kitu itajileta baada. Why am I oversharing? No, we shouldn't be oversharing. But anyway, I don't know, you guys. I was thinking of doing the introduction for today's episode. I wanted to talk about how the weather has been. I don't know how from your end the weather has been, but the sunrises of this week, my lord, the sunrises. I do not know if you wake up at the time I wake up at, because I just wake up just when those rays are hitting the skies, and you can see that beautiful orange reddish color that comes in the morning, and I'm like, yes, this is the kind of motivation I need in the morning, like to just wake up, panda matatu, wadau. Mulisikia watu wa matatu tumeitwa poor people? Jamani, ni kama itabidi tuende tutafute, hata kama ni Suzuki Alto. Tuende tununue juu hawa watu wametukujia bana, hata kama bana, we are not poor. Okay, we are poor, but why are you telling the whole world that we that use matatus are poor? But anyway, I hope your week has been great. Mine has been really great. My experience being an intern has been great. I've actually realized I'm in my 5th week, and pressure is coming, but I love it. I cannot actually say that I was expecting this kind of experience. You can never know what to expect, but it is always great to be open to every new challenge that you get. And I've been sitting this whole week, and sitting down and wondering, because to be honest, where I'm at, when you look at the parking lot, my God, mimi sijai, I don't know if you can call it motivation by seeing the kind of cars people are driving in with, or will you call it despair? Like, will you ever make it to that stage? And I'm always thinking to myself, every time that I'm looking through the window, I'm walking through the parking lots, or in the morning when just a car passes you by, and you're like, jamani Mungu, tutaifika huku. But then you come and sit down where you're working at, and you start thinking, am I actually doing the right things where I'm seated at for me to actually actualize that dream that I have of driving a good car, like, am I actually doing it? Am I actually in that process where I can say, at this time and at this hour and at this season of my life, I am doing the best I can? And I sat down and I was like, no, I was not doing the best I can. No, I was still making excuses for some things. And it is really, really good and also really embarrassing to have such, reflection about yourself and thinking of what can you do to move forward, like, because as I said, you cannot expect whatever experience that you have, but are you open enough to actually allow that process to build you? If you have that target that you want to get at the end of, not even at the end, but at some point in life, are you working towards it? Because right now, mi kwanza miaka yangu bana, I'm sitting here wondering why or how did I come about to this age? Because I was 15 years old. Nilikuwa 15 jana. Why am I 25 right now? Hii 25 imetoka wapi? And now I'm looking at 5 years that will actually determine if Mungai will be a faithful man, Mungai will be a successful man, Mungai will be with somebody. Kukuwa single ni mbaya. I have to admit, singleness ni mbaya. And I'm not mentioning that again. But anyway, in those 5 years, I think there is some sort of pressure that comes upon you when you turn 25, because you can no longer consider yourself as below 25. And also for, when you're applying for jobs and they put up those, what do you call it? Those questionnaires with answered questions already. You just have to tick them. There's always that 18 to 24. Alafu kuna 25 to 35 unashindwa, jamani, nilifika huku lili. Ni mimi hata sikuitisha hii miaka ikimbie mbio. But anyway, we can never ever not appreciate of where we've come from and where we are at. And it is always good to wake up every morning and give thanks to not, I don't know how to describe him, but to somebody who has always been watching us, and that is God, not the universe. Tafadhali, not the universe. Wewe kama unasemanga, may the universe align my things, tafadhali. One thing I stand for is, you can never ever, nani weke question, see question, weka exclamation marks hapo mwisho. You can never ever choose to worship creation. And that is hiyo tutasema hiyo ni period, mweke hapo na mweke exclamation marks zingine. You can never do that. Anyway, siko hapa kwa lecture or anybody, but as I was saying, this is really, really a long journey that you have to wake up each and every day being thankful that you're where you are, and also being wary of the decisions that you make each and every single minute of your day, of your hours, and being accountable for them, And I think that's growing up, because I've been sitting down and I've been wondering, like, for the past 5 years, trying to see how I was thinking when I was younger. And however much I still have the same principles that I was upholding, I think I've become more receptive to listening to people, and listening is a really, really great art, it's a really great skill that I think people should actually invest in, because it gives you more than it takes away. Because I don't think listening takes away anything apart from your time, but you can say it takes it away, because, bro, you're literally just improving that skill. And you have to actually see how listening helps you even handle your communication with people. Listening to juu watu wengi huku wallahi tunakuwa na shida, kwanza wa Kenya. hii mtu ana reply tu ndo atake tu kureply, and you do not listen even to what the other person is saying. You do not. Sahi ndo na realize, because I'm recording myself, I am realizing I should have apologized for my voice, because nimekuwa nikikunywa dawa fulani inakausha koo, inakausha unasikia sasa, inakausha koo. But anyway, this is not my voice, but I wish I had this voice. Sijui kwa hivi nasikia ni kama nafaa kuwa radio in the morning, unakaa hapo kando unasema welcome, this is Maina and King. But I hate those people. Bana, asubuhi na mapema kila radio station inakuanga tu Maina and King jamani. Hamna content ingine, hamwezi weka Mungai hapo aongee. But anyway, as I was saying, am I heading there, like am I heading towards my journey? Am I heading towards the destiny that I want, the future that I want? And I'm realizing day by day that if I make one wrong decision, it will have a really, really big ripple effect that you will probably regret or be happy that ripple effect will give out effects or results that favor you, or teach you a lesson, and which isn't bad, by the way. You should always be grateful for all these lessons that we get, because at the end of the day, you being accountable and responsible for your decisions makes you have a better experience as a human, better experience with people, and better experience with them, people close to you even more. You get me? Yes, you get me. But anyway, now it is at this juncture that I have chosen to plug you guys with Tabasamu Concepts. Now, of course, I interviewed the guy a couple of episodes before, the founder and owner, it is of the CEO of Tabasamu Concepts, and he has recently had a partnership with Craft Room Sessions, and he will be having each and every month a hangout. Well, I wouldn't want to call it a hangout, but it is a setup of music, live music, not see kwenda kuweka speaker hapo na to connect Bluetooth device. No, but live sessions of music and different artists that come to craft room sessions. And tomorrow will be the first one. Okay, today I am releasing this episode on a Saturday, but yeah, so today will be the first session, and I hope I'll be there, to support this big brother of mine, and to also have a good time, and enjoy Nairobi. Usipo enjoy Nairobi ukiwa 20, utaenjoy siku gani jamani? Salale. Anyway, that was me plugging that event. So if you're listening to this particular episode, thank you very much for listening in, and please check out Tabasamu Concepts always kabisa on IG, on Facebook, and you will see the developments that this guy is making, very big developments. And so this has been episode 24. I didn't think we'll be here. I don't know if episode 30 should be, I don't know, watu wakipiga tu makelele, but si tutajua wadau. But anyway, thank you very much for listening in. Thank you very much. I appreciate each and every one of you that takes their time to listen to Mungai Rant, especially now that we are in the wilderness season of, coming back to talking to ourselves, but we're still grateful. We have to keep moving forward and not give up at the end, stop recording these things. But anyway, shall we move on to the weekend? Anyway, it has been a pleasure. See you when you see me to episode 25.